As a system administrator for SME, you can set up user groups to simplify your user settings. Each user group has permissions and views. The users assigned to the group will have the permissions defined in the user group. Examples of permissions you can set in each group include the hiding of tabs that contain customer financials, such as balances and rates, or the rights to add and edit orders. Examples of different groups you can set up are a technician group, a sales group, or a full rights group. Each user group you create allows you to hide tabs and features throughout SME, providing a simpler user interface by removing unneeded features and functions. To set up user groups, select Setup, click Company, and click User Groups. An administrator group is created by default along with an admin user assigned to the administrator group. To create a new group, click New, type the name for the new group, and check is active. Now let's go through the settings that you can assign to each group. For every module in SME, you can select Read, Write, and Report Access. To enable full rights to all modules for the user group, select Set All Read Access, Set All Write Access, and Set All Report Access. Then you can go to any module you do not want to provide access and uncheck the Read, Write, or Report clearance checkmarks. For groups that have limited access, select Clear for all the buttons, and then go to each module that you want to provide access and select the checkmarks for Read, Write, and Report Access. The next tab is Administrative Clearances, which is where you will set workflow rights. The first checkbox, User is an administrator, gives various administrative rights not included in the specific options below. The Order Ability section gives rights to edit and delete orders. The User Account section is where you can give users in this group the rights to access the User Account section. The Financial Data Access section allows you to give rights to users in this group to see financial type data. Proposals Administrator gives rights to manage approved proposals. If View Costs and Totals is unchecked, the user will not see any costs or prices on order items. Only the default costs and prices will be used and hidden. Check View Credit Card Info to allow users in this group to see credit card data. The Company Default section is where you can give users in the group read and write access to the Company Default section under Setup. In the Miscellaneous section, there are various settings. One setting that you'll want to check for most user groups is the Can Edit, Create Views option. This allows a user to edit and create new views. You can also set startup options, which gives users the ability to set the startup options in Preferences, Startup tab, to set SME to generate recurring orders and recurring invoices on startup. QuickBooks Sync gives users the right to initiate a sync with QuickBooks. The Main Form Elements tab shows the various options buttons such as barcoding, search, calculator, and more. These are the buttons that display along the top of SME, shown here. You can check Show All, Hide All, or select the individual options. The Common Elements tab gives you the option to show or hide the various tabs throughout SME, such as Stored Documents and Activities. You can check Show All or Hide All, or select the individual item. The Sales Form tab is where you can set the options and tabs shown in the Sales Lead module. The Customer Elements tab is where you can set which tabs will show in the Customer module. The Customer Form is where you will set options to show in the Customer module, such as the various Note buttons, the Activities tab, and the Account and Rates tab. You can check Show All, Hide All, or select the individual options. There is a tab for the Service Order Form and Install Order Form. Here you can set which options and tabs to show in the associated module. The Invoices Form tab is where you will set which options and tabs to show in the Invoice module. Use the Recurring Orders Form tab to set the options and tabs to show in the Recurring Order module. When you have selected all the appropriate options for the group, click Save.